EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And the first carry for the former Clemson Tiger, C.J. Spiller. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going. Good sign on the opening drive. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Straight ahead it's Spiller, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. Now Baker. He gets this out to Spiller, and he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Baker to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Now Allen. is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to. Double cover them every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and the Pop will have to punt it away.
Allen going to go on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We're scoreless after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this is incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
To throw is Baker. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Being chased out left. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darnell Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On play action, Allen. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. C.J. Spiller. As the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust them.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Well, I certainly think there was
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner, Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, we just stacked these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Rich comes out throwing. Going deep right away. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boys, I love that.
Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Allen setting up play action. Completed to his running back. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need to driving that defense backwards.
Into the secondary past the 40. And he's all the way down the 10-yard line. Here on the big check of field that sets him up in 1st and goal.
Anytime you get totally changes the culture of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Fires right away, but incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Play action now. Allen. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact before the other hits the target.
Nearly an interception on that play. So now they're left with 4th and goal. So the Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit for a try here. This only a chip shot from the right hash. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. Two-swat defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. When you've got that catch secured, Snap that hit forward and find that space upfield to turn good
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. And thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen making it. I think this is going to be a
between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the play fake, here's Manning. He's going to air one out right away. And he'll take this one in. He gets it to go, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. Play action now. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
That's over the middle and intercepted. The safety, Julian Bradley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Look him up on a second down and 8. They'll send a tight end in motion. He'll let this go. Towards the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. He takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Open that defense. No more losing. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Don't get left on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. Here now, third and 5. From return to Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult Defensively, it'll set up a fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That's taken in. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. And they won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
His bail is set, so they had a modification of bond condition shares notification pursuant to part. Input form and rate related to bond. So here you go right here. Bail is set 750,000. Had to pay all reward settings. You can't drink, you can't smoke. You gotta submit to alcohol and drug testing. Obviously can't possess any weapons. No new arrest charges. Very important. Can't get arrested for nothing. No contact with co-defendants. No contact with communication with victim in any manner. Not threaten or harass victims, her family, or their pets, even if shared witnesses, plus all previous bond conditions set by magistrate. I know some of y'all don't know how to read cursive, which is pretty sad that this comes to this in America. Anyways, he has to give up his passport and remain in Dallas County. So he ain't going nowhere. Racy Lewis is the judge who did this. So
and that's not going to be returned. So many kicking teams elect to do, which is past the land zone. And they start at the 30.
18 Miller. And this is heading north I-35 into downtown Dallas.
So first and 10 now from the 30. There's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said.
Now, Your Honor, if I could go for
Can you
attention,
jump all game
if you
long?
look on
They catch it, you tackle,
I
they
saw
go
the
down
video
and
at
because when you're able to do that, you don't
see
give
it
up chunks of yardage
sedan
to the
on the
catch.
left, like,
It's a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up those downs. They try to start with that.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Flush goes right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's exactly what defense is telling you. You got to find ways to get off the field when you can. down and third down defense going to be vital in this game. It will knock that one away and force a fourth down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. That's to his running back complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Come out. Let me get that. Let's go.
And I kind of understand a little bit where he was coming from with what he did, basically. What he was trying to do was basically have him do, because they're going so fast, and he stopped so soon that the car wasn't going to be able to stop him down on the freeway. So then, what?
That makes the score 7-0. So this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you
come on, man. That's good defense, baby.
You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You bring it back out on the field when it gets to your time.
They'll give it to Bentley off the option play. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I ain't gonna argue. I thought we all seen that shooting footage, but I guess not. One of the questions that people have is, bruh, Montgomery might have been trying to be too gangster. And I kind of understand a little bit where he was coming from with what he did, basically. What he was trying to do was basically have them dudes, because they going so fast, and he stopped so soon, that the car wasn't going to be able to stop him down on the freeway. So then he stops. And he's thinking he has enough time where he can cover in front of that car and then bust it out. That's what it seems like to me. That was some tough thinking, but if he would have just kept on going, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I think Mo3 would still be here to this day. But let's get on with the rest of the course up, because they admit Kawan White ain't the one. I say Kawan, California. They basically admit that he's not the one that's telling. They basically said,
and no chance to see a return on the Miami kick. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
The state's witness will testify to the individuals present and involved in this conversation. The state's witness will also testify to Martin Peace Conway, defendant, being present and involved in this conversation. The state's witness will testify to the amount of money that was to be paid for the murder. The state's witness will testify to the individuals responsible for the payment. That state's witness will also testify that Martin Peace Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment. The state's witness will also testify to the individual who received this payment. The state's witness will testify that Kevon White was, in fact, the individual to receive this payment, who was originally indicted. In State's Exhibit number 1,
first and 10.
The state's witness will also testify that Kewan White, or to who shot and killed Melvin. This witness would also testify that Kewan White being the individual who shot and killed Mr. Noble on November 11th, 2020. Again, this conversation took place in the days following Mr. Noble's murder. The state has also had an opportunity to review bank records of the defendant, Marquise Collins. These records will show that the defendant drew $40,000 in the days following the murder of Melvin Noble and ordered it as a cash withdrawal. These records would correspond to the exact amount which the state's witness would testify to. In reviewing the records, the state also became aware and believed that they would show that the defendant had anywhere between $800,000 and $900,000, but more specifically $870,000 between a checking account and a savings account, with one particular bank, $370,000 of which was in a checking account, a little over $500,000 which was in a savings account. The state at this time would like to publish to the court of the North States Exhibit number 3, which is the video of the office. Thank you very much. That's your side of the state's witness. That's just one witness. Very hard. I don't recall the specific thing that Robert was when the day I don't know the specific date written down, but I know it was in the days following the offense. We do have evidence that this could have taken place based on the cell phone data when the defendant was in another state and then we came back to Texas. We have the time frame. As far as the exact date, I do not have this time frame. Defendant Kewan White was also indicted in the murder as Marlon College in 2020. He was also indicted at the same time in causing her death to 175,377 for Dr. Randall Graham, who also sustained injuries. A neurosurgeon was heading north on I-35 that day and was struck as well. However, he did survive. And finally, the last thing that I was offered at this time would be that there were a total of 4 fire departments, all the same style of firearm as far as the caliber that were recovered on the freeway on November 21. In regards to individuals who are dependent on something that doesn't specifically that she is not involved in her grandson's business and doesn't keep up with his financial stuff, so she really was not in a position to testify what he can and what he cannot. He did testify to the fact that he is a double platinum, I believe that's for saying 2 weeks ago, that he travels about a quarter of the month to go to Nashville, Frisco, and he drives a Denali, a bulletproof Denali, which also will lead into safety concerns. So the only thing that the court has as far as ability to pay or not having an ability to pay as well is the bank record, which I brought up to the court, as well as his own grandmother saying that he's been successful and he's living in a mansion in prison. That's why I don't have the judge to travel. The important thing about Denali is not just the fact that it's polished and all that, but it's the fact that we're talking about safety concerns for the fact that the court should take into consideration is that's not based off of your jealousy. Your honor, long enough to know that it's based off of something much greater than just your jealousy.
The concern I had was the financial statement that the defendant was put on file. sit there and defense. And that's all I'm concerned with. So I am not on that $750,000. Bond conditions that were already set were included on there. I want to be very clear, very clear, that you would have no contact, direct or indirect, no threatening or harassment of any victim, witness, right on your behalf, then you will be a problem. Do you understand that? You don't understand that. So that's the few concerns. Then I want to make sure that you provide the court correct information regarding your personal contact, because basically this affidavit is so you provide correct, accurate information regarding who's your personal contact should there be any type of problem. I hope that you take it seriously because your responses in this affidavit kind of indicate that you're not. You understand me? Okay. Is there anything else?
Nothing to say, Rob.
Anything else from the defense? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I want y'all to understand something. Yellow Beansy got a top-notch lawyer. We talking about multiple MVPs lawyer. Check this out. Toby Shook has tried more than 300 jury trials during his career, which now spans 3 decades after unprecedented work with the Dallas DA's office, where he tried high-profile cases such as Texas 7 escapee serial killers Charles Albright and Dario Raudier. Shook entered a private practice to represent those accused of wrongdoing by state and federal authorities. His trial experience encompasses everything from DWI, death, assault, murder, ex-crimes to drug offenses and organized crime. Shook is an aggressive trial lawyer known for his relentless preparation, skillful cross-examination, passionate arguments, a bonus for clients during police and grand jury investigations, plea negotiations, and trial. Now check this out. This motherfucker got MVPs. Best lawyer in Dallas 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, 2012, 2011, 2009, 2008, 2007. Spanking it. You hear what I'm saying? Boy, it's looking good for you, Beasley. Here's where people are going to have a heck of a time, if you will, trying to prove all this stuff. Mo3 didn't have a $40,000 bond on his head, a bag on his head, no at all. No, that was Yellow Beasley's portion. I think it probably was like 65K, 70K, 80K, hell, maybe even 50K. I got 40 on it, some y'all just come up with 10 or something like that, which it doesn't really make sense to me for that, but no, they actively said no, he had more money put up on his dome. You see what I'm saying? So I hear what everybody is saying and all that and everything like that, but I didn't hear it that way. I heard that he made partial payment of that $40,000. And then you got old dummy set up there splurging money. They already have a theory as to what happened as far as Kiwan.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
As far as the prosecution saying, oh, he was riding around in a bulletproof vehicle and all that stuff when he got pulled over by the cops. Hey, dummy, if he was really trying to get away or thugs like that, anything like that, the police wouldn't have been able to pull him over. The fact that he has a bulletproof vehicle is because he got shot up. So that point is now moot.
And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
All right, offense. Keep pushing the ball down the field.
So there's that. Point is the lawyer who got off is now moot. If this is how the prosecution is coming, bro, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all Mo3 fans, y'all gonna be back. Yellow Beansy fans, celebrate for joy. Because that lawyer is a lawyer who got off Uncle John. You feel me? I mean, who got off Amber Geiger for the murder of Uncle John. So there's that. When it boils down to it, there's going to be things that have to be proven, and it can't be hearsay. can go find financial records of Yellow Beezy doing certain things and everything like that. As far as how can we say this in that way? As far as him withdrawing large amounts of money and all this stuff and everything like that, he kind of will be all right. But if he left it, because they're going to depend on it. It can't just be phone conversations. And if it is, then it would have had to been wiretap. But if they got text messages, phone calls, and all this stuff where he say, basically, yeah, go ahead, cool. But they had to prove prior. See, the prosecution said following, meaning days later after that. So unless somebody has text message proof saying, hey, bro, you said if we kill Mo3, they never said that. Now, they are trying to kind of hint that the day before, or the night before Mo3 was killed, that basically they were calling around trying to see, you know, hey, if I smoke this dude, you got some bread for me or something like that, which would mean it technically isn't a hit, but it still plays as a hit. It's not a hit as far as what we see. I know y'all see the wall kind of moving. That's because of how this whole setup is. It kind of looked dope to me. Anyways, so yeah, they just have to figure out a couple of things. One, the following stuff is the text messages. Is it going to ultimately say, you know, this was already known, or did they call? Because if they called inside money and everything like that, that can get them out the paint too. But if it's some hearsay stuff and everything like that, it's ambiguous at best, that lawyer is going to be able to do what they need to do. Because Q1 White is basically saying he's going to come out and say, that wasn't even me. See, I don't think it's a matter of Cat snitching and all this stuff and everything like that. I think it's a matter of Brown just getting a deal of knowing. Because we only seen one person in there, and then they said the bullets came from the same gun, which I'm trying to figure out where was Brown at in that car. You see what I'm saying? So, was it a setup and all this crap and everything like that? Because right now, as we see it, there's not two shooters. We were led to believe it's two shooters now, unless I'm just way out and missing everything and everything like that, and y'all already established there's only one shooter. All right, cool. But as far as the whole two-shooter theory, that's not there. So what was Brown was arrested for has to do something with the money play being done and everything like that, because I don't see it any other way. There's no way that you are able to sit here and put it in your mind and say, yeah, this is a part of this and this is a part of that. Well, what is this? This is the money. That is the communications. You see what I'm saying? You have to make sure that you're at a point where you can point and say, yeah.
He's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's searching the route, shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
You can get 40 grand minimum wage every year.
The more confidence you're going to
just clocking in 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 7 to 3.
trust you being in the right spot.
Bro, I keep telling these cats, none of this stuff is worth it. The older you get, the more you start seeing a whole lot of things are not worth it. Drinking and driving ain't worth it because it really costs like $20, $30. Opposed to you getting thousands of dollars to hire lawyers and you losing your license. Killing people. Riding around with a gun, knowing good and damn well, all you had to do was avoid these spaces and places. Or you can just get your gun license as well, if you're not in a concealed carry state. So it's just these things that exist right now where we're now getting our minds open and being awakened with knowledge to the point where you have to ask yourself, is this stupid shit worth it? And it's not. Subscribe to our Ghost to notify, share to keep it everywhere. I'll catch you in a couple hours.
The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Motion man is Shakir. They'll run it. Here's Cook. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
That is caught. And Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want the body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6. Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Cook. Will get down.
Just get for Matt, ladies and gentlemen, LeBron James. I told you as soon as you pulled up out there, I walked outside, black SUV pulls up, turns around, your door opens, and literally go, oh shit, you're actually here. I thought this was all bullshit. Thank you for taking time and coming and visiting and chatting with us. We're obviously massive fans, dude. I'm 37 years old. Obviously, you're a little bit older than me, but watching you, as I have, because my demo in high school was the one that was watching you dominate. You actually came to Pittsburgh, beat the Pennsylvania All-Stars, which is your high school team. And the whole story, so I've followed your entire career. Massive fans. Thank you for doing this. Thank you. Okay, let's talk about it. 40 years old. You've been in the league 22 years longer than you were not in the league. And you're playing like you're one of the best seasons you've ever had. Why is that? You think it's a comfort? What is it about this?
I mean, I think, obviously, I've been in the game for a while, so I kind of know what to expect. And, obviously, one, you got to take care of your body. One, you got to take care of your mind. Being a professional athlete, if your mind is not as sharp as possible, as clear as possible, then you're not going to be able to perform at a high level.
You know what that tells me? They sold the game plan really well.
Seeing what our team is capable of doing, even before the big acquisition of picking up, I thought we had a good chance of making a good run, so I wanted to make sure that I was there, not only physically, but also mentally, and just get to the season. But I felt pretty good, man. The whole season, I had a little small injury that kept me out 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, back in February.
We watched you do the sprint down the court thing. It was hilarious. You're like 40 years old. You know, the things that you're doing whenever you're 18, 20. And we'll talk about the Luka trade. We'll talk about the Lakers. But you talked about, having clarity in mind and feeling good going into the season because you knew you could go on a run. There was a day when you spent like $1 million on your body or something.
Man, I don't know where
that shit. That's a very fair assessment. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but I mean, listen, man, I do take care of my body, but I have no idea where the amount of money came from. But I do invest in my body for sure, you know, trying to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Obviously, a lot of soft tissue work, a lot of massage, a lot of hyperbaric chambers, ice tubs, ice baths, whatever I can do to continue to play at this level, man. I'm going to continue to do my plan. You've committed your entire life to the move, right? That's safe to say. And you love the sport. Is that your drive? Is how much you love the sport? Or why do you think at this age you're still going? So there's no way I'm still playing. You know, that's just not a plan if I wasn't in love with it or didn't commit to it. You know, I've had an opportunity to be able to be blessed with a crazy God-given talent. And a lot of us are, to be completely honest, when you find your niche sports, you know, there's a lot of people that's born with unbelievable talents, but it's literally the ones that like really commit to their craft and literally commit to the sport in general. You never pour yourself into it. It's what you're gonna get out of it too. So I figured, shit, I knew I had a gift at like 13, 14. And I was out there on the court, I was running past guys, jumping higher, and you know, making passes and doing things that other 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds wasn't doing. I was like, oh shit, this could be it. This could be it. This could be it. Like, I'm living in, you know, Section 8 housing. It's me and my mom. You know, we trying to figure it out. And I'm like, oh shit, if I commit to this, I can figure it out. I can figure it out for not only myself, but for my mom. Get out of, you know, out of the inner city and make something out of it. So, you know, big time for sure. And your friends, you've taken care of everybody. And I think that is one of the things that I love the most. You know, we have Rich on here. Multiple times. I love Rich. He's been very good to us, but just like the way you take care of your people, the way you've kind of done everything is admirable. It never gets talked about, obviously. And the chatter that surrounds you, since you have been a guy since you were 13, and I remember the Hunter story, and the shooting videos and everything back then. What's going on now is Dan, you know, like, it's completely changed. I mean, I can imagine, and I well, I think you already were, which is part of the problem. But literally, since you were a superstar, since you're like a teenager, as soon as you get in the NBA, obviously, the chosen one, here we go, this is it, you're in Cleveland, you immediately start getting compared to like greatest of all time. And as a person that's in sports, and we are all sports fans, we saw that happen. I assume at the beginning, massive compliment. Is that a massive compliment? No, it was. I mean, I can remember like my first game, you know, when I watched the replay, my first game on national television, it was like, will he be one of the
Get slammed dunk season all month long at Greenway Hyundai Orlando. Sign and drive a new Elantra. 0 down, just $261 a month. And new Sonata, 0 down, and only $331 a month. Visit our showroom at Greenway Hyundai Orlando.
You will find this man chase.
It's like, and he's like, Will, Reed, Magic, Bird, Jordan, all these first-name guys. Shit, and then at the end it's like, and I'm like, fuck, I'm 17. I'm like, what is this? What? You guys do me this already? Like, I haven't done anything, and it's like, it was a compliment to be able to be, you know, in the names of those guys, but it was also like super fucking scary, intimidating. Like, I'm just a small kid from Akron, Ohio. Very tall, hitting that one in the air, a little bit more jagged at the time, and there's the damn code for it. But whenever you talk about it being a scary situation, you never let that image out publicly. And I think none of us ever saw you being scared. None of us ever saw you, like, kind of flapped at all. You were an unflappable force. And you've been in the public eye for so long. I think you would probably admit that you probably fucked some things up along the way. But you haven't, really. You're like, and I said it earlier, child star, like, most people, especially you talk about Section 8 housing, coming from nothing to everything, being in the public eye, at some point that is going to collapse a human. For you, it feels like it hasn't. And there's been a lot of things said, there's been a lot of fires that you've been put into, either you walked into yourself or thrown into. Why do you think that is the case? Do you think it's because your mom? Do you think it's because of what you want? I mean, honestly, I give her a lot of credit for the way she raised me, the way she taught me, the things that she was able to instill. There's also me also just looking at her, the way she moved, the way how determined she was to be able to make my life better, even with the circumstances that we were growing up in. So I give her a lot of credit. I have some elite coaches too that you know, taught me about not only just playing the game and teaching me the game of basketball, but also being a young man. You slide on us in years. And then just like, to be completely honest, like, I didn't want to fuck the opportunity. Like, I knew that the statistics for an inner city black kid to be able to be in a position that I was in, especially from my hometown, shit, it never ever happens. Never. It never works out here. It never happens. And if it does happen, it never works out. You know, and, you know, it was I mean, I don't like doing something like buzz, but the only inspiration like we had was like Jerome Lang, the guy who like Duncan and Shaq in the back that played for Pittsburgh. He was from Akron, Ohio. Like we saw that, it was like, shit, that's an inspiration. And then I went to high schools, and all my boys went to like I went to high school, and we was playing against the inner city kids because we went to an all-Catholic high school. And fucking Jerome Lang was like hating on us. And I was like, oh, this like he's back in Akron hating on us, like going against us. And I'm like, oh shit, inspiration. We like, and I was like, you know what? I can't fuck this opportunity up, man. If I get the opportunity to make it, I gotta do what I have to do to put my city on, to represent my last name, family, friends, and also like it's sport has given us so much. I mean, I look around here, baseball, NFL helmets, basketball jerseys, and like seriously, like you know, a putt, like seriously, like it's giving us so much. So like I couldn't miss an opportunity. Well, you've done fantastic. You figured, you've done good. Now we'll see what's left. You know, now the conversation is how many years is he gonna play? You look like he can probably play forever. Debo has a question for you. So kind of on that note, one of the things people got on you about was Miami, but Miami had some great things behind that as well. Me, like a Miami fan, I loved it. What was it like coming down there, winning your first championship? What was that kind of low? Let's go back to you talk about being amongst the one-name guys and championships. Obviously, got to come with that. What was that like going down there and getting that done? Yeah, I mean, listen, my aspiration was a lot bigger than just winning MVPs and being an all-star. Whatever. Before I even got to the NBA, I'm always, and it doesn't matter which level you win on, if you're in a winning environment, as you're my first year ever playing organized sports, I won that Little League football championship that year, and then African basketball championship, undefeated season. My second year, we did the same thing. And I was thinking being basketball and football, middle school championships, high school, 3 state championships. You know, like I was just always a ball winner, and I knew how to win because of the culture that was around. I knew how it was supposed to be done. And at that moment, my 7 years in Cleveland, I had some good years. Obviously, some great years. I was able to take the team to the NBA Finals. I was 22 years old. I had a moment in Detroit where I went insane, 25 straight, 29 and took a team that you look back at our roster and like, how could I even follow? There's a lot of those things. You were driving off of, you were at the Finals like 45 straight years. You know what I'm saying? So like, but it got to the point that final season, I was like, I maximized this potential. I've squeezed all the juice out of this damn thing. And for me to get to where I want to get to, I have to make a choice for my career. And Miami was the best choice. You know, at that moment, I feel like it was the best choice for me. You know, the conversation I had with D-Wade, had with Bosh, had with Udonis Haslem. You know, D-Wade and D had been there. They had won and beat Dallas. They had been in some big playoff matchups with Detroit, where Detroit beat them, and then they beat Detroit, you know, things of that nature. And then you look at the big four that Boston had. Everybody talk about the big three, but everybody always decides that for some odd reason that Rondo wasn't as great as Rondo. Yeah, it's always just the case. He's from Boston. I mean, LeBron always says that the big three was fucking Rondo. He brought it all. He made it all. Because Ray wasn't bringing the ball up. You have Ray flying around. You have Paul, but he get it at a certain spot. Paul, killer, and then you had KG, who's anchoring the defense off
Bills touchdown.
All story.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And that was
the Bills have taken
so for me to go down to Miami, man, one, it was a terrifying experience for me. You got to think, a lot of people know it's the first time I ever left my hometown. I was 25 years old. I'm at my first 7 years. Even though I played for Cleveland, I still lived in Akron. So, 25 straight years, I was
awesome house. You had an awesome house. We've seen that. That's a great house.
Yeah, so I'm comfortable. That is my comfortability is being in Akron, Ohio. You know, I drive 30 minutes to Cleveland, play my games, and then I'm sure back to that. I'm good. So the first time, it's like I've always used the analogy, like I feel like this is my college. You know, I didn't have to go to college, so like going to Miami was my, all the way to get out the house with my parents. You know, I was going off to college, and I learned a lot, man. Shit, 2 championships, 4 finals appearances, you know, 2 more MVPs, you know, things that I can always look back and say was hell of an experience.
And you guys were the Heatles, you know, that was, you guys were selling out everywhere.
While we on that, you mentioned you did wait, I forget which one of it was, but they told a story about Pat Riley fucking with your cookie. That's real story, is that a real story? No, this is a true story. No, it's a true story. Now, like, Rouse wasn't like Rouse was on the plane and I was about to get my cookies and Rouse said, oh, my hands. I knew how stories can become. They kind of go into Sasquatch at some point. But there, I mean, I was, you know, there was a time where I was love chocolate cookies. It's like my biggest fight is specific. No, it was literally the plane that we were getting on. The ladies on the plane were making chocolate chip cookies. So they were making them and bringing them because we had the same ladies all the time. You know, party of 6. So they would every time they do all the chocolate chips, they would get it soft, crispy edge. Perfect. And I'm getting on it. They already know they bring me 2 cookies, and I'll get the gamble with the guys, and I got my cookies and we good. And then one flight I got on, I looked at them, and they looked at me, and I'm like, that didn't look familiar. And I actually laughed at me. We got thinking, like, no, we're not allowed to. And we all knew where it came from. Other than D-Wade looked at me. He was like, basically, without even saying he was next to the 40 Rouse and did it again. Rouse strikes again. I was like, damn, man, like,
so what was it like that? Like, because they talk about the heat culture and Pat Riley and obviously you're just saying no more cookies. No, it's LeBron's cookies.
If it ain't about that heat shield, everything heat culture, I mean, we see Jimmy and, you know, and it was at one point where even I left and it was time for D-Wade to get paid and he didn't want to pay D-Wade and D-Wade left. You know, I was like, oh shit. When that happened, I was like, you know, when Wade County had to leave and go to Chicago, I looked at the cookie situation, I was like, oh shit, maybe it wasn't that bad. You know, cookies. I mean, D-Wade's millions in my cookies. I was like, okay, they got me.
Let's talk about the cultures. You know, because Cleveland, you talk about getting your career, trying, making, feeling you can't go to Miami. Then they go back to Cleveland and one night. Brown County, that parade was bananas. And then obviously out in LA.
In a world filled with nasal congestion, one hero rises.
Is it about J.J. Redick's culture that you have felt, experienced, and obviously a couple games, not one, but 4th in the West, on a playoff push. What is it about J.J. Redick and his culture, or what you guys have right now that you like?
I think the best thing about J.J. is that it's just a great podcast.
We learned a lot. You guys were talking about when you fucking doubles here, then we round here, then we wonder this.
He's just a podcaster that, for some odd reason, became a head coach and all because of me. You know, it's just the weirdest thing in the world, and those conversations have died down. But I think about J.J. Mays, he believes in the game, and he breathes the game of basketball every single day. He's one of those guys that it's kind of just like me. Like if we lose a game, if we didn't play up to par, there's no such thing as sleeping at night. There's no such thing of sleeping into the next match, into the next game. And he's just determined to like. He's a dickhead. And I love it. And when I was a kid, I used to watch Duke. Now I realize it. I hated Duke. I was growing up. And then when I got a little older and I started playing with Coach, I started matching up with Coach K. We played, I played man for Team USA. And I was like, okay, I see why he's great. I see why he's great. I see why I hated J.J. Redick. I see why I hated Shane Battier, and Shane came from us in Miami, helped us win a championship. I see it, bro. He's like the greatest guys / dickheads that you ever met.
Is that all from Coach K? You think J.J. has a lot of Coach K?
Absolutely. He's just, he's been for us, and it's just some things that can't be explained, but you got the impact. It's just awesome.
Is this the shoot ever?
Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about a guy who made a shot the other day in Williams that was, I don't know how they defied physics, I think. Luka, he did this shot over
From the complete opposite.
Yeah, and then I don't know how that works, actually. Like science, I don't know how. But then he'll do one off the fucking jumbotron. Yeah, here it is right here. You've seen this, obviously. Yes, he probably does this type of stuff every single day. What has it been like being his teammate? And I think it was the first game. There was, you guys were calling it up or whatever, and you looked at Luka, and it was a big deal because you said, you don't change a damn thing. Won't change for you. Actually, is what you said, and then I think it was a big deal for people to hear you say, but also obviously Luka as well. What has it been like, and why do you guys have such good chemistry?
I mean, his name is Luka Magic for a reason. You see that, you see his play when he goes on the game. He's a very transcendent player, and then you talk about that moment, you gotta think, I can't put myself in his shoes because I've never been traded before, but I can have a sense and be a human being to know you've been to a franchise for 7 years and you feel like, this is the place where this is uncomfortable. We're talking about my company at home, with Miami, and then out of nowhere, bam, you just get trapped. I don't give a damn where you're going. It doesn't matter who you're paired with. That's a shock to your system. It's a shock to your system. And, even though, he was ready to play, that moment I feel like that had to be said. Because he is still that guy. In order for us to reach our potential, he has to be that guy. He has to fit out. We'll figure it out. Let us figure it out. Because we need him to be. It's definitely, I'm also a dear friend, a great friend, a champion.
A lot of people thought you two wouldn't be able to work together because LeBron James too much of a prima donna. Knocking on Luka, coming into the Luka shoot. And he was able to figure it out.
Oh my goodness, there's so many of those guys out there.
I would say your league, you, and your league has the most absurd chatter.
Oh my goodness.
It really does.
Every single day. And then you realize, I'll be looking at it and I hear it, I'm like, those guys a lot of those guys that played the game or did not play the game, it was just they played the game for they were talented. And I don't think they ever thought the game. I don't think they were ever smart. I just think they were bigger and stronger and maybe faster at the time. And they dominated. And when it was over, it was over. They don't. That's why people still play at fucking 4 years old.
Well, that's what everybody talks about.
In my mind.
And they were. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Cook again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To the air, Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Well, a short one to Gesicki. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now 2nd and 3.
Let's get out of here with the win, oh. Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling.
They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Now a short one to Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep pushing the rock down the field.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open left side is Bueno. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play. I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. James Cook running back out now. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They start the drive with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's on the guard, David Edwards. On play action, Allen. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break. Motion man is Shakir.
On play action. reception. Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Allen off the play fake. Steps away. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. Three tight ends. Allen going to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get into pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Davis. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Davis again, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ray Davis punching it in from a yard away, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And just shutting him off there. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They go play action now. Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Burrow throw. This will complete to Yoshibas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From midfield now, Burrow. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man is Yoshibas. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Slot man moves right. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Let's get this point.
McPherson on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills' offense now for one final time in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be taken down by the pressure. As they go and use their final timeout. As they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Allen. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Motion man is Shakir. To the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B. Their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On the tackle there was DJ Turner.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Motion man is Shakir. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. They run again on first down. Cook, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case. Not
at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. This is Brown going up the middle. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here with Chase. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Oh, a heck of a move. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow on play action. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to get play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Hudson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Burrow will throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
McPherson now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills' offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen gonna throw. And he is caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side to Kincaid. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have had a few men in the box there.
Able to find Higgins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about how they get their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Handing it off to Brown. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down and 4. They go play action with Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone. And they can finish this off with 6.
Here's a give to Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Burrow. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And they have one game lead. So give him 3 on that drive. In a row, he'd say, we'll take it. The way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a victim.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Bills offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On play action, Allen. Under pressure, and he'll be sacked back. Dropped him to the ground.
Defensive strategy on that particular play just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the fourth. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
In motion left is Higgins. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over. But James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw, it's Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This taken in by Kincaid.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Getting the ball is Cook, right left. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen off the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter time. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air. That's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Open man is Yoshibas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Burrow will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he put it on the clock with a fumble. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Able to avoid him at the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll give the Cook out of the gun. Down to about the 23.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Cooper will come in motion right. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Coleman. And that is going to work out just fine. The defense caught leaning the other way. The reverse works for good yardage and a first down.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they are just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Motion man is Shakir. Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and goal from the 1. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Throwing, Allen. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. tackled just shy of the 25. So Burrow and the Bengals down by a field goal. A minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Burrow. And that's complete to Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing, Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. To throw, Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and a yard. An inside give, Brown. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101.
A final shot now for Burrow. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.